So you're probably watching this commercial because you've seen Colonial Penn advertise some kind of life insurance or burial insurance policy, and you're wondering exactly how those policies work. If that's the case, you have found the right video, because what I'm going to be doing in today's video is reviewing one of the many Colonial Penn guaranteed acceptance commercials for your benefit. The goal being to help you exactly understand how Colonial Penn's guaranteed acceptance products work, and to help you make that important decision if buying a Colonial Penn guaranteed acceptance plan is right for you, or if you should consider something else. Greetings and salutations. My name is David Duford. I own BuyLifeInsuranceForBurial.com, where we help seniors across the nation find affordable final expense and life insurance coverage. If you'd like a free quote, the easiest way to do it is to call us. Call 888-626-0439 or visit us on the web at BuyLifeInsuranceForBurial.com to request a free quote. No obligation, of course. Okay, so we got the Colonial Penn commercial pulled up. We're going to play this. And as we go through the commercial, we're going to explain some of the terminologies that they use to describe the whole life product that they offer, to help you better understand what it is and what you're getting yourself into. And then, if possible, if necessary, talk about some of the finer print issues that sometimes get glossed over in these commercials to help you, again, with full clarity, understand how these products work. So without further ado, let's hit the play button and watch.
Here's an important question for people in retirement age. Have you said no to something you need because
I'm on a fixed income?
I'm on a fixed income.
F-I-X-E-D, income.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm
On a
Fixed income.
on a fixed income.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Lawson for Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. If being on a fixed income is stopping you from getting life insurance, let's fix that with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance. On a fixed income, this fixed rate life insurance could be for you. We have a
Yeah, so what it said on the screen there, if you missed it, is that there's a fixed rate. We'll go back a little bit and help you see it. Fixed rate once insured, which is true. It's at the moment that your policy goes into force and you're insured, your rate will never go up. So that is very important, and that's why I love whole life insurance products. That's a type of product that doesn't go up in price, unlike term insurance, which runs the risk of escalating tremendously later in life as far as price goes. So whole life insurance is one of the best types of plans to get if you are somebody who is a senior and you're just looking for enough money to pay for final expenses, because what happens with most people is they got to pay on a plan until they die and get a policy where the premium is fixed in place and never goes up in price. So this is a good thing about Colonial Penn that I definitely want to mention, but make sure that you understand, if it's a whole life plan, they all do the same thing. They're all fixed rates. They all never go up as long as you're insured, just like the commercial said. So I say that because there's some other things that will come out here in a moment that may not make the Colonial Penn offer so appealing as it may seem. And you'll see how other options that are out there, of course, shameless plug, of which we can help you with, may be a better deal. So let's continue to watch.
for you. We have affordable coverage options to fit every budget. As soon as you're covered, your rate is fixed for life. What about your benefit? Your benefit amount will...
Okay, so I had to jump around on the screen a little bit so you can see this, because this is kind of the smoking gun that we're always looking for in these commercials. And here it is. Benefit never goes down due to age. What's wrong with that? Nothing at all. It's below that you need to be aware of. Limited benefits for the first 2 years. Now, Dave, what does that mean? Limited benefits. Well, it's very simple. What that means is that if you die from natural causes with this plan, so like cancer, stroke, any non-accidental form of death, then only what you paid in gets paid back to your beneficiary plus interest, a small amount of interest. That's important because if you file or get approved for a $20,000, $10,000, no matter what the amount is, and it's through a guaranteed acceptance whole life plan with Colonial Penn, and you croak within 2 years because of some natural causes, your loved one, the beneficiary in the plan, is not going to get the $20,000 policy, let's say, for example, if that was a non-accidental form of death. They're only going to get the money back you paid in plus interest. Now, why is that a problem? Well, because first of all, most of us are buying insurance because we want to get covered immediately for the full amount. We don't want to wait, right? Because God knows what's going to happen the following second, day, week, month, right? The more coverage faster, the better. Makes sense, right? The issue is not everybody qualifies for it. So that's why they do this guaranteed acceptance whole life, so everybody can qualify. But a lot of people, my opinion, get stuck into one of these plans that they could get first day full coverage because there's plans out there that do exactly the same thing Colonial Penn does, but with first day full coverage from the first payment, so that you're fully protected in the hypothetical example, say for $20,000 from the first payment. And why would you want that? Well, easy enough. Like, have you known anybody that's died suddenly? That they were healthy one moment and then dead the next? Or healthy one moment and then really ill, then died later on? Sure, we all have. My grandma died in a week because of pancreatic cancer. She didn't know about it 10 days before her death. So the long story short is, the problem with limited death benefits is that if you can qualify for something else, and many people can, nobody can promise it, of course, until you actually apply to see what's out there, you're possibly missing out on valuable coverage that starts immediately by going with Colonial Penn. And again, that's what we do at buylifeinsuranceforBurial.com, as opposed to Colonial Penn that just works with Colonial Penn. We shop around for the clients, shop around for you to see out of many different companies, which is going to give you the best bang for your buck, not just affordable like the commercial saying, very important, but also, if possible, starts the most coverage fastest so that you get the most coverage in force, protected, peace of mind fastest, and as much as possible, avoid these 2-year weighted limited death benefit periods that are very frustrating and can cause financial issues if you die sooner than expected.
Never go down due to age. If you think you won't qualify because of health, let's fix that too. If you're age 50 to 85, you can't be turned down for any health reason.
Again, that's 100% true. That is a definite benefit of Colonial Penn. But again, for that benefit of not being turned down, you have to wait 2 full years before you're covered for non-accidental forms of death. Again, is it worth it? Well, I can tell you this. This is the last choice. We call this the trump card type of policy. For example, when I'm helping people, I don't pull out a product like this, and we have a couple of companies that do the same thing as Colonial Penn. I don't even touch those companies until I try to get my policy, my coverage on my client. First day full coverage is a first option. So we don't want to reach for this first. If you're out there just looking for life insurance and this is the first option you pick, you may be leaving a lot of valuable coverage on the table. So my take on it is, if you want this, let this be the last choice. At least first try to see if you can get first day full coverage, because we don't know when we're going to die. Why take the risk when you may not have to?
There are no health questions, and there's no medical exam.
And again, no health questions, no medical exam. That's normal for a guaranteed acceptance product. Now, for all of our whole life products at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com, there's no examinations either. There are health questions, but many of them aren't as stringent as you would imagine.
Your coverage can never be canceled. Just pay your premiums, and coverage is fixed for life. Funeral costs are higher than ever. This affordable life insurance can help ease that burden for your loved ones.
Right, and that's the benefit of any kind of final expense plan, Colonial Penn, otherwise mine, is that they all can be used for anything you want. Funeral costs, medical bills, other final expenses. Hey, your kids want to blow the money on a Hawaii trip and, leave you there, whatever. They can do that too. I mean, of course they wouldn't, would they? But the point is, it's money in the hands of people you love. And what they do and spend with it is totally up to them. So there's no limitations on how you would like to spend it. So it makes it a very appealing proposition to many. All right, so here's the final fine print here. I always like to go over this with you. For free information on benefits, costs, limitations, and exclusions, available in most states, total life coverage is subject to company guidelines. An insurance agent may contact you. Face amounts of less than $1,000 not available to residents of West Virginia. This is a graded death benefit contract with a limited death benefit payment of first year. Same thing we said. They've bolded it now in the fine print to make it 100% clear. And then the last little bit, of course, Jonathan Lawson has been compensated for his appearance. So he is paid to pitch and sell you Colonial Penn, which, hey, at least they're open about it, right?
673434 for free information. Get this beneficiary planner free just for calling. Call 1-800-367-3434.
And that is the commercial Colonial Penn uses to advertise its guaranteed acceptance product. Again, summarizing what we've heard, the product's main issue is that everybody who applies for it gets a limited benefit for the first 2 years for non-accidental forms of death, which basically result in your money paid in plus typically 7% interest paid back to your beneficiary. Why is that a problem? Because there may be better policies available to you depending on how healthy you are. Maybe surprisingly so. You don't have to have the perfect health in the world to get first day full coverage with many of these other insurance companies. We've had people with COPD, cancer history, severe diabetes even, and cardiac health history. Individually get first day full coverage. And here's how you can figure out if you're eligible. We can help you at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com. Simply call us at 888-626-0439. We can give you a free quote in like 5 or 10 minutes. Pretty quick and painless. What you do with it's entirely up to you. And then also, if you prefer to just like go online and not talk to one of us, one of these real nice people, go to buylifeinsuranceforburial.com. You can request a free quote. See the quotes there too. So whatever suits your fancy is fine with us. And we hope you got some value out of this. And make sure you share it with your friends who are thinking about buying Colonial Penn so they can see the truth behind how it works. Y'all take care.